So next one is molality. So what is molality? The number of moles of solute present in 1 kilogram of solvent is called molality. So it is denoted by small m. So molality, what are the units of molality? Number of moles per kilograms, kg. So it is independent on temperature. So what is the formula of molality? Molality equal to number of moles, n means weight by gram molecular weight, into 1000 by a grams, or molality equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by a kilograms. Understand? So here W means weight of solute, A means weight of solvent. So next problem, calculate the molality of 2.5 grams of ethanoic acid in 75 grams of benzene. So 2.5 grams of ethanoic acid, that means weight of solute equal to 2.5 grams, weight of solvent equal to 75 grams. So here molality equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by W or A grams. So 2.5 by GMW of ethanoic acid 60 into 1000 by weight of solvent 75 grams. 2.5 by 60, 0.0417 into 1000 by 75 grams, 13.3, we get 0.0556 moles per kg. So next problem, calculate the mass of urea, NH2CO, NH2 required in making 2.5 grams of 0.25 molal aqueous solution. So find the molality of the solution. So here molality equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by W kilograms. So calculate the mass of urea. Mass means weight equal to formula molality into GMW into weight. Okay, so therefore molality of the solution 0.25 into GMW of urea 60 into weight of the solution 2.5, finally 37.5 kilogram. So mole fraction, what is mole fraction? So it is the ratio between the number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all components of solution. Okay students, so mole fraction means the ratio between number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all components in the solution is called mole fraction. It is denoted by capital X. So it is ratio, that means it has no units, and also it is independent of temperature. For example, in a binary solution means solution having two components, that is binary solution. So if number of moles of the components A and B are Na and Nb respectively, so then the mole fraction A will be number of moles Na by total number of moles Na plus Nb. Similarly, mole fraction of Xb equal to number of moles of Nb by total number of moles Na plus Nb. So here the sum of mole fractions of all components in a solution is equal to 1, that is mole fraction of A and mole fraction of B is equal to 1. First problem, so calculate the mole fraction of benzene in a solution containing 30 percentage by mass in CCl4. 30 percentage of mass in CCl4. So let the total mass of the solution to be 100 grams and mass of benzene is 30 grams. Therefore, mass of CCl4 equal to 100 grams minus 30. That means 70 grams. Molar mass of benzene 78 gram per mole. So, number of moles of benzene, number of moles equal to weight by gram molecular weight. Weight of benzene 30 grams, 30 by gram molecular weight of benzene 78 equal to 0.3846 mole inverse. Mole inverse. So, molar mass of CCl4 carbon tetrachloride, carbon 12 plus 4 into chlorine 35.5 equal to 154 gram mole. Therefore, number of moles of CCl4 equal to weight of CCl4 70 by gram molecular weight of CCl4 154 equal to 0.2445 moles. So mole fraction equal to mole fraction of benzene equal to number of moles of benzene by number of moles of benzene and number of moles of CCl4. So number of moles of benzene 0.3846 by 0.3846 plus 0.4545 equal to 0.245. Second problem. A solution of sucrose. What is the molecular form of sucrose? C12H22O11. Sucrose in water is labeled as 20% weight by weight. What would be the mole fraction of each component in the solution? So here 20% weight by weight solution. That means 20 grams of sucrose present in 100 grams of solution. So here weight of sucrose. What is the weight of sucrose? 20 grams. 20 grams. And remaining weight of water. Weight of water equal to 80 grams. Remaining 80 grams. Therefore, so weight of sucrose equal to 20 grams. So number of moles of sucrose equal to weight by gram molecular weight of sucrose. Weight of sucrose 20 by gram molecular weight of sucrose 342 equal to 0.05848. And similarly, weight of water equal to 80 grams. 80 grams. Number of moles of water equal to weight by gram molecular weight. So weight of water 80 by gram molecular weight of water equal to 18 equal to 4.45. So mole fraction of sucrose. Mole fraction of sucrose equal to number of moles of sucrose by total number of moles of sucrose and water. Number of moles of sucrose 0.05848 by total number of moles N1 plus N2 equal to 4.250,848 equal to 0.2013. That means N1 plus N2. N1 means weight of number of moles of sucrose 0.05848 plus number of moles of water 4.45 equal to 4.50848 equal to finally 0.013. This is mole fraction of sucrose. Mole fraction of water equal to, so 1 minus x1. So 1 minus mole fraction. So mole fraction of sucrose. 1 minus mole fraction of sucrose is 0.013 equal to 0.987. This is mole fraction of water 0.987. Mole fraction of sucrose 0.013. So next concept is solubility. So what is solubility, students? The amount of solute dissolved in 100 grams of solvent. 100 grams of solvent to form a saturated solution at a given temperature is called solubility. So the amount of solute dissolved in 100 grams of solvent to form a saturated solution at a given temperature is called solubility. So solubility equal to mass of solute by mass of solvent into 100. Based on solubility, solutions are classified into three types. They are saturated solutions, unsaturated solutions, supersaturated solutions. What are saturated solutions? A solution which cannot dissolve any amount of solute at a given temperature is called saturated solution. So, what are unsaturated solutions? A solution which can dissolve some amount of solute at a given temperature is called unsaturated solutions. Supersaturated solutions means a solution which can dissolve excess amount of solute at a given temperature is called supersaturated. Okay students, saturated solution means a solution which cannot dissolve any amount of solute at a given temperature. Cannot dissolve is known as saturated solutions. Unsaturated solution means a solution which can dissolve some amount of solute is known as unsaturated solution. What are supersaturated solutions? The solutions which can dissolve excess amount of solute is present is known as supersaturated. So next topic is vapor pressure. So what is vapor pressure? The pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid when liquid and its vapors are exist in equilibrium at a given temperature is called vapor pressure. So okay students, so what is vapor pressure? The pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid when liquid and its vapors are exist in equilibrium at a given temperature is called vapor pressure. So vapor pressure is depends on temperature and nature of the liquid. So vapor pressure, so first I will start with vapor pressure. So I can explain with a diagram. So for example, taken a, this is closed vessel and have some amount of water. So water, so this is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. So it is heating, then water is evaporated to reach 100 degrees centigrade. 100 degrees centigrade. At that time, water is converted into vapors. Water is converted into vapors. So these vapors are exactly in pressure of liquid water. So this is vapor pressure. So what is vapor pressure? The pressure exerted by the vapors of liquid when liquid and its vapors are exist in equilibrium at a given temperature is known as vapor pressure. So here vapors of liquid exist in equilibrium is known as vapor pressure.